What's up, guys? It's been a while since we did the PUBG drain test, and I wanted to do the S24 Ultra versus the older Samsung flagships. The reason is because we'll get a good idea for anybody with a older used, Samsung flagship. You will see the difference between battery life, and this is a more kind of hardcore use of just playing just straight up PUBG here. So let's go ahead and see. We got the S21, Note 20, S20, and Note 10 Plus. These are the phones. All phones have been charged to 100%, and let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and launch PUBG here, and we're going to go ahead and max out the brightness on all of these as well too. All right, we're going to go ahead and start the timer. We got PUBG on here. Gonna go ahead and start the timer, and we're still at 99 to 100% on all of these phones here for the most part. And all of these are the Snapdragon models. They don't sell the Exynos models here in the US, so I can't get my hands on those. But we're gonna play PUBG at the max settings on all of these phones. So we're going to play 90 frames on the ones that can support it. I think that's all of them except for the Note 10 Plus. It can do HDR Extreme, so that's what it will be on. So I'm really curious to see what type of battery life we get. How much big of a difference. I'm going to say that we should get around 6 hours and 30 minutes on the S24. The rest of these phones should do close to 4 hours of just straight up gaming. But, we'll see. And the funny thing here is that just look at how nice these displays are. But not just how nice the displays are, they all play really well. Like the S24 is playing just as good as the older ones. Pretty much. They pretty much look identical. And the only real difference you can tell with the Note is that it's not running in 90 frames. You could feel it when you touch the screen. But it's still pretty smooth for 60 frames. But yeah, so we're going to do this in sort of, I guess, hour increments, and we're going to come back and see. But we're still on 98 on the Note 10, 99 on the S20, 98 on the S21. We're still at 100% on the S24. So let's come back in an hour and see what we get here. We're at the hour and 7-minute mark. The Note 10 Plus is at 78%. The S20 Ultra is at 84%. The Note 20 is at 79%. And the S21 is at 79%. And the S24 Ultra is at 88%. Pretty good so far. I haven't not had any type of closes or anything like that. As you guys can see, everything has been going pretty smooth. The devices are definitely getting a little bit warm here to the touch as well. Nothing that's too hot or anything like that. But like I said, have not experienced any type of crashes on these phones at all. So that's really good. And we're just going to keep going here. And hopefully I did mention we are at max brightness on all of these phones as well too. But so far, it's doing about what I expected. So I think the older phones can probably only do 4 hours. I mean, the S20 is actually doing way better than I thought. But we'll see. All right, guys, we are approaching the 2-hour mark. The Note 10 Plus is at 64%. The S20, 74%. The Note 20, 63%. And the S21 64%, with the S24 at 78% here. So doing pretty good. Let's go ahead and keep this up, guys. All right, guys, the 2-hour 1-minute or 2-minute mark, 63% on the Note 10 Plus, and then we also have S20 73, Note 20 62, S21 63, and the S24 is 78%. Very, very good here. Alright, so we're at the 3-hour and 12-minute mark. The Note is at 44%. Now the S20 is at 61%. But I think what's pretty interesting here is that This phone has a bigger battery than the Note 20, but the Note 20 is at 46%. The Note 20 Ultra has a 4,500 milliamp hour battery. This has a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. So I think that's pretty interesting. So you see kind of like that big difference there. The S21 is at 39% and we're at 65%. So the S24 and the S20 Ultra are kind of like, really close. So I'm really impressed with the S20 Ultra here. Alright, so the Note 10 Plus is at 27%. The S20 took a pretty big dip. It's at 48% now. And the Note 20 is at 29%. The S21 is looking like it's doing the worst at 21%. And the S24 is still at 61%. Oh man, this is crazy. Alright guys, we are getting really close to the 5-hour mark. And the S21 is about to die at 3%. So I do have, I'm going to write these down when they die exactly. See, the Note 10 Plus 10%, yeah, they're all about to die. The S20 is still at 35%, the Note 20 at 14%, and the S24 Ultra at 47%. So just really good. It looks like it's got maybe another 3-4 hours. That's what it's looking like. Alright, so let's keep this going. Alright guys, so we did have the Note 10 Plus. It did die at 5 hours and 8 minutes here, and I'll continue to be watching these. But it looks like the Note 20 Ultra, it is on 5% as well, and the S20 is on 30%. And yeah, I'm not sure why the S20 lasted so much longer. The only thing I can think of is that it does have that 5,000 milliamp hour battery, but yeah, I don't know. The S21 does, but I know this chipset is way less efficient in terms of heat than the Snapdragon 865 chipset as well. The S24 is at 40%, so it looks like it could might get up to like 7 hours. It's looking like, but we'll see. Alright guys, we're approaching the 7-hour mark, and the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, like I said, died at 525, Note 10 Plus 508, S21 454, and the S20 here is still going at 6%. So it looks like it might die. It going to 7 hours is absolutely crazy. I'm not sure why it lasted this long. It's a really long time. But the Note S24 is on 16%, so it's about to die as well. So maybe I'll give it to like 7 hours and 30 minutes. I think the S24 can probably make it there. But the S20 should be dead by 7:10, if not earlier. Guys, so I just wanted to go ahead and show you guys. I don't know why the S20 lasted so long. Honestly blows my mind, but here's the battery. You can see active. PUBG was active for 7 hours 9 minutes, and the screen on time, you can see screen off time was only 8 minutes. You can see this thing, I don't know, I cannot tell you for the love of me why this thing is lasting so long. It's at 2%, so it's about to die. So around 2 hours and 15 minutes, it should die. Alright guys, the S24 is done, and yeah, it's 7 hours and 52 minutes, guys. Very, very good. Really surprised with the S20, but that's pretty much it. It's really late. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.